Lions beat the Minnesota Vikings 16-13 on Thanksgiving Day. You are the MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment. Hello and welcome to the MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment. Happy Thanksgiving to you all. We just enjoyed a pretty good football game between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings, in which the Detroit Lions came up victorious in this huge NFC North matchup. This was for the divisional lead, and the Vikings lost today. They fell to the Detroit Lions, and it was a game that pretty much went exactly the way I thought it would. My predicted score was 20-17, so the Lions win by 3 points. There was less scoring than I even thought, but the Lions ended up winning regardless. And when you look at this game, when you look at this Lions team, it's like in the fourth quarter when they're down and the game's getting, to the final point where they need to go down the field and win a game. Matthew Stafford just looks over to Anquan Bolden and looks over to his offensive line and just says, "Hey guys, want to win the game?" And that's what they've been doing all season. When they need to go down the field and win a game, Matthew Stafford just looks at everybody and says, "Hey, you guys just want to go win this game?" They're like, sure, why not? Let's go win the game. And then they go down the field and they win the game. Now, actually, what they did was they actually went down the field and they tied the game. And I felt that Jim Caldwell and Jim Bob Cooter made a huge mistake. At the end of their drive, when it was 2nd and 1, they threw the ball deep to Marvin Jones, trying to win the game. I understand that, but then they threw the ball on like a backwards pass to Theo Riddick on the right sideline, who got blew up by Eric Kendricks. I thought that was a horrible play call. You're talking about 2 consecutive plays, only needing 1 yard and having 2 shotgun passes. It didn't make any sense to me. I know the run game hasn't been working today, but if you run it twice there, you get the first down, you get some more time off the clock, and you can get the touchdown to me. So I felt that was a crucial error. But what happened was they gave the ball back to Sam Bradford. Okay, and Sam Bradford today had been skating by like a little ballerina, like Tinker Bell, saying, "Hey guys, I'm just gonna throw you a little dink and dunk. Oh, there you go. Oh, hi, I'm the baker. I'm just giving these nice little rolls, these nice little pastries, just these little 5, 2, 3, maybe 8-yard throws. Nothing inventive, nothing innovative, nothing creative, nothing risky, nothing." They were absolutely handcuffing Sam Bradford today, just telling him, don't throw anything beyond 10 yards. And you're going to look at the stat line or the box score if you didn't watch the game, and you're going to see that he had a 41-yard reception. Look at the film. It was a little 2-yard throw to his running back, Jerick McKinnon, who did all the work beyond that point. Sam Bradford was nothing more than a game manager today, and he's been nothing more than a game manager this year. It was a shock to me a couple weeks ago when he had that 18-yard throw for a touchdown. I couldn't believe it, because this is a guy that has not been stretching the ball vertically at all. And when we go back to the beginning of the season, as the Vikings traded for Sam Bradford, and I was the one that came on here and yelled and yelled and yelled, saying, why did they do this? This was a dumb trade. And if you listen to me, I didn't say it's because Sam Bradford is bad. Okay, he's pretty bad, but it's mainly just because he's not worth it. Because when you need him to win the game for you, when you need him to be good, he's just not going to be good. He's going to be okay. He's going to dink and dunk. He's going to do this and that. But when the offensive line is bad, he's going to not be able to move in the pocket. He's going to get sacked. He's going to get hurt. He hasn't got hurt yet, which is shocking to me. But he's not going to be effective enough. And ultimately, when the game was on the line, and the game was on the line here, what did he do? He threw a horrible interception to Darius Slay. Finally, these Lions cornerbacks said, wait a minute, they're not throwing anything down the field. Let me creep up, bait this guy into a throw, and pick him off for the game. And that's what they did. Darius Slay ends up with a huge interception to win this game effectively. Matt Prater comes onto the field, kicks the field goal, and wins the game. And by the way, Matt Prater, what a great game for him. hit a number of field goals today. Hit the 58-yarder 2 weeks ago against the Vikings. Hit the field goal to tie today and hit the field goal to go ahead today. This guy, I can't believe the Broncos let him go. I mean, they're fine now with Brandon McManus, but I mean, this guy's playing well, and he continues to hit these huge field goals in the clutch. He is Captain Clutch as it pertains to kickers. Great play by Matt Prater today. So ultimately, the Lions take the lead in the NFC North. Matthew Stafford continues to play great. I mean, he didn't have the best stat line today, but you could see it really wasn't his fault. This Vikings defense, give them credit. They played really well. Andrew Sendejo probably had the best game of his career today. You saw Eric Kendricks blow up a number of plays. Anthony Barr got some consistent pressure. This Vikings defense was good. Now, they were still missing Terrence Newman a bit, I thought. Captain Munnerlyn had some misplays here and there. Didn't play that well. Trey Waynes was up and down, but overall, I thought he was more up than down. But you saw this Vikings defense, they missed Terrence Newman, and this Vikings offense missed Stephon Diggs. Kyle Rudolph ended up with 9 receptions today. That's too many for him. He's just not that dynamic or that good. He can't have the ball that much. He's not going to do anything with it. He's just not. He can catch nice passes every now and then, but he's just not dynamic. He can't make plays, right? He's just not that good. So you need to have a Stephon Diggs out there. They didn't have him out there today, and they refused to get Laquan Treadwell on the field. I know today he had a slant that was, I guess, the cornerback batted down or whatever, but I think you got to get this guy on the field. I think he's a really good, talented player. I know he's not as technically sound as they would want right now, but they need him. They need somebody out there that can make plays consistently. Charles Johnson stinks. This guy doesn't do anything. I don't know why Vikings fans love to talk about Charles Johnson. Oh, this guy sucks. He doesn't do anything. God. And Cordero Patterson, he's just a little one-trick pony, just like a little gimmick, like a circus clown. He comes, he can do these end arounds and all these weird handoffs, and he can do kick returns, but he's not a consistent wide receiving weapon. They need to get Laquan Treadwell out on the field, get him integrated. I don't care if he's running horrible routes. You need another weapon out here. Don't tell me about Charles Johnson and Cordero Patterson. Get you a real wide receiver out there. He's on your roster. Get him on the field. When you look at this Lions team, they need to start running the ball better. But today, this Vikings defense, I mean, they're just tough. I mean, you just can't run the football on them consistently. But from here, a lot of people are going to go ahead and write down the Lions won the NFC North, write it in pen, Sharpie, or whatever. I'm saying hold on. Yes, they've won 3 straight games, 2 of which being against the Vikings, but I don't like their upcoming stretch. They have 3 road games. They go at Dallas, they go at New York Giants, and they go somewhere else that I think is hard to win as well. I don't love this Lions schedule down the stretch. Or they also go at New Orleans. They should win 2 of their last 5 to go 9-7, and that will win them the division to me, definitely. But man, it's going to be tough, man, because they have to beat the Packers and they have to beat the Bears. The Bears they should beat, but beating the Packers week 17, it's not going to be that easy. I mean, remember, they poured it on you in the first half, the first time y'all met. So can y'all get over that hump and beat the Packers? I think you can, but it's going to be difficult. Or maybe you all just go to the New York Giants or you go to Dallas and you'll win there and it won't matter anyway. But don't just give this Lions team the division quite yet. And this Vikings team, your schedule is actually pretty easy. I don't think it's that bad for the final stretch. The problem is, can you win games, right? You've only won 1 game of your last 6 games. You lost 5 of your last 6 games. So I look at the game when you guys host the Colts or you guys go to the Jaguars and I say, okay, yeah, you should win that, but why should I believe that? Y'all lost to the Bears about 3 or 4 weeks ago. So why should I believe y'all can win anything? I know y'all beat the Cardinals last week, but y'all got a pick 6 and a kickoff return to do that. So I can't buy y'all are going to beat anybody right now. So yes, I believe that the Detroit Lions are going to win this division, but I need to see them win games and I need to make sure that the Vikings will lose all of these games. So we shall see. The Lions should have this division, but again, we have to look and see. So finally, when it comes to the Sam Bradford thing, I just want to conclude here because I got a lot of views on that Sam Bradford video. I got a lot of hate on that Sam Bradford video. Again, he's not bad, but he's not good enough. You saw Matthew Stafford. You saw the confidence the Lions have in him. When it's 3rd and 7, when it's 3rd and 10, we have confidence in Matthew Stafford to throw the football down the field and get us the first down or just make the right play. Okay, even if it means throwing the ball out of bounds, even if it means running for the first down, whatever. We have confidence in Matthew Stafford to move around in the pocket, move outside of the pocket to make the right plays. Vikings don't have that faith in Sam Bradford right now. And when it was time for him to make one throw to go down the field to win one game, he threw a pick six right to Darius Slay. And Sam Bradford is just not good enough, and he's just not worth a first-round pick. And that was my premise. That was my thesis. He's just not worth it. Yes, he's not horrible, but if we're ranking the 32 quarterbacks, he ranks at about 23, and that's not good enough for me, and it shouldn't be good enough for you. He was 31 of 37 today, very high completion percentage. Watch the game. It was pathetic, honestly. He's just not doing anything down the field. They're not good enough. He's not good enough, and ultimately, I believe this Vikings team will miss the playoffs, and they will regret, if they're not already, trading their first-round pick. So there you go. Those are my thoughts on the first Thanksgiving game. I'll be back later to recap the other games. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and most importantly, to subscribe. And until next time, this has been the MJ Take on Sports Fan Entertainment, and I'm out. Peace.